Pokemon 151 releases today, and we're going to open up an ETB. Hey, Nick from 9Card TCG, and today we're going to be opening up a Pokemon Center Elite ETB for 151. And if I could be real.
Be real, son. Real. Be real, son.
I have no expectations for this box, for this set. None of it. I just don't. I don't think it's a particularly competitive set. I think there's a couple of cards in here that are kind of cool. And I expect to pull absolute garbage from this because, one, I generally pull pretty poorly from ETBs, and also I've seen some pull rates online. They ain't looking that great. I'm going to try not to make a huge mess as I open this. Fair warning, my computer needs an update, so there's a chance it might be a little lag or freeze, and if there is, I apologize. We got status condition markers, we got some dice. We got sleeves. Oh, these are actually not. I thought there were going to be Snorlax on it, but I'm actually very happy there's not. I kind of love these. I actually love these. And you can see all the different Pokemon on there. You can see like the Muck and the Dugong, Mr. Mime, Vileplume, Ekans. This is actually really, really cool. I actually really like these sleeves. What else we got in here? We got a code card. Here, enjoy the code. Got some energies. And we got these two Snorlax promos. One is the regular, and the other has the little Pokemon Center logo on the bottom right corner. Voraciousness is the ability. Once during your turn, you may put up to two leftover cards from your discard pile into your hand. Good God, that is terrible. And then we have the little borders. Right, the little borders that have the same design. Like I said, I love this design, so I'm actually pretty okay with that. And then how many packs do we have? We got 3, 6, 9. We got 11 packs. 11 151 packs. Okay. Now, it is worth noting that we can potentially get a God pack. And a God pack will have, like, let's say that we get the alternate art Charizard. The God pack will have the alternate art Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard all in the same pack. So that's kind of cool that they did that. What am I looking to get from the set? Maybe a Mew EX so I can throw it into a deck. Here's the code. Enjoy. Grass to start it off. Psychic, whatever. And here we go. We got an Oddish. We got a Mankey. I think Mankey's an underrated Pokemon. Primate Mankey, underrated Pokemon. Meowth. Clefairy. Moon Viewing. Oh my god, never mind. You know what? Can't speak, so we're not doing it. That's a sick Machoke. Not a fan of the attack name, but the Machoke is sick. Dugong. Reverse Hollow Pikachu. Reverse Hollow Kadabra. This is the first Kadabra card in like 20 years, by the way, because of the lawsuit with Uri Geller. And a Hollow Moltres. If this Pokemon has any fire energies attached to it, it has no retreat cost. 3 fire energies, Blazing Flight. Discard 2 fire energies from this Pokemon, and it does 120 damage to one of your opponent's benched Pokemon. We can power this up in a single turn, thanks to Charizard EX's ability, Infernal Rain, I think it is. That's the Obsidian Flames Charizard. Not to be confused with the Charizard EX from this set. Oh, hi, Jerry. I didn't even know you were here. Cool. Code. Have fun. It's on screen a little bit longer. We'll go Dark. Grass. Okay, now yeah, sure. That sounds about right. We got a Horsey. Abra. Diglett. Drowsy. Butterfree, Bye Flight is kind of interesting. Lapras, Cycling Road is a good stadium to have, so I'm happy to pull that. Happy to get that. Reverse Hollow Lapras, Reverse Vaporeon, and a Machamp. Okay, Hollow Machamp. I actually played. Jerry was being weird for a second. I actually played against an Alakazam EX deck this morning, and I was playing Champao. I was playing online, and let me tell you, I crushed that deck. It wasn't even close. So, I'm not sure how competitive it's going to be, but, so far, at least in my limited experience with it, not great. Hitmonlee, that's a badass Hitmonlee. War Turtle, I'll keep the War Turtle. Hypno, that's a reverse Kakuna, reverse Energy Sticker, and a Hollow Aerodactyl. This de-evolution ray is very, very interesting. It does 100 damage for 2 colors energies. If your opponent's active Pokemon is an evolved Pokemon, de-evolve it by putting the highest stage evolution card into your opponent's hand. Now, let's pretend that our opponent has a Charizard EX in play that has like 200 damage on it. If you de-evolution ray, let's say it has 100 damage on it, just to make things a little easier. Has 100 damage, you de-evolution ray for another 100. It has 200 damage, but Charizard EX has 330 health, so it's not knocked out. But you take the highest evolution card and put it back into your opponent's hand, which means now it goes down to a Charmeleon or Charmander, which has 100 HP or less, and now it gets knocked out because it has 2 damage on it. It has too much damage on it, I should say. So, de-evolution ray is kind of cool. We're going to get a tool card that does this, that basically does this, which is pretty awesome. It is worth... Oh, and we got a Hollow Fighting Energy.
Nice.
Okay, I like the Hollow Fighting Energy. Are the other energies hollow? No. Okay. It is worth noting that you cannot use that effect on an Archeops that has been pulled into play with the effect of Summoning Star on Lugia V-Star, because it's an evolution Pokemon, but it is not an evolved Pokemon, if that makes any sense at all. Another code. Let's see what we can pull on this one. We got the Bulbasaur of the Kanto starter trio. I think Blastoise is probably... Charizard's really good. I think Blastoise has the most opportunity to be like its own deck. The Charizard probably just gets slapped into some type of Charizard EX deck. Reverse Marowak, Reverse Ekans, and a Ninetales EX for the 9-card TCG channel. Very nice. And a non-hollow Psychic Energy. It's not that good. Heat Wave for a single fire energy, 30 damage. Your opponent's active is now burned. Mirrored Flames, 80. And if you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent, this attack does 140 more. So for 2 energies, you could potentially be hitting for 220, which is not bad. And between things like Judge and Iona, we can make this happen more often than you might think. So I'm very happy to pull this. Very happy to see that Ninetales EX. Okay. I don't know that it'd be worth building unless there is like another single prize Ninetales or something that we can throw into a deck to really make it like, yeah, this is gonna work. But you never know. Geodude, Jigglypuff, Poliwrath, Pidgeot, not the good Pidgeot, Ammonite, Reverse Erika's Invitation. This is going to be a very good card with Iron Hands. So I'll put it to the side. Reverse Seeking, and another Hollow Moltres, and a basic Hollow Energy. So now I have to actually look at the energies. Now I actually have to start looking at these energies. I forgot that they could be the Hollow Energies, which is pretty cool. You can craft them on PTCGL, I think, for a pretty reasonable credits cost. So if you are interested in bringing out a deck online, you can do it pretty affordably with these Hollow Energies from 151. Spearow, Rhyhorn, Magikarp. The Gyarados from the set is the worst thing I think I've ever seen in my life. Golduck, Pinsir, Bill's Transfer, Reverse Tentacool, Reverse Voltorb, and a Hollow Marowak, and a non-hollow energy. Okay. So, we have arguably 2 hits, and one of them is just a hollow energy. So we'll have to hope that the rest of this box kind of carries, because so far we are not off to a particularly hot start. We got a Jigglypuff, a Staryu, Charmander. It's a cute Charmander. I'm going to keep the Charmander because it is the better Charmander for Charizard EX decks, so that's good to have. Nidorina, a Reverse Cycling Road, a Reverse Sandslash, and a Dragonite. Jet Cruise, your Pokemon in play have no retreat cost. Really cool. Non-hollow lightning energy. It's a cool ability. It's just, why are we playing Dragonite and evolving, right? There's no really good single prize Dragonite that's like, yes, I want to play the stage 2 Pokemon in my deck. It's just, you know, I don't know where you'd fit it in and why you would do it, so not really worth it in my opinion, even though it is pretty cool. I'm sure somebody will make something happen for it, but I don't expect it to be anything worthwhile. Execute, Clefairy, Golbat. Not even going to try to say Clefairy's name. This is the leftovers that the Snorlax does. At the end of each turn, the Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active. Heal 20 damage to it. It's not that good. Persian, Reverse Machop, Reverse Clefable, and a Jolteon with off-hollow fire energy. What is this? Fighting Lightning. 90 damage. If your opponent's active is a Pokemon EX or Pokemon V, it does an extra 90 damage. But it is Lightning double colorless to maybe do 180. That's not even like a particularly relevant number, 180. And it's a stage 1, and it's 3 energies. That just doesn't... Like, yes, we could power it up with, like, Dynamotor and stuff, and you can, like, electric generator to it, but, I mean, why would you want to do 180 with a stage 1 when you can just use something like a Miraidon to hit guaranteed 220 into everything for the same number of energies? It's just, and it's a basic. Yeah, it's 2 prizes, but you know what? You'll probably get a little more value out of it. Oddish, Mankey, Raticate, Erika's Invitation, I will take it. Magneton, Reverse Dodrio, a very good card. Zooming, draw once during your turn. You may put 1 damage counter on this Pokemon if you do draw a card. If you're going to play this, it's probably going to be in a Tyranitar EX. Ooh, we got the alternate art Alakazam EX and an Amistar and a non-hollow. As long as this Pokemon is in the active spot, your opponent's active Pokemon can't retreat. Not really worth it, because it is a fossil Pokemon, so it's pretty hard to get into play. And at the same time, there are so many switch card, escape rope, things like that, cross switches, that you don't need to rely on manual retreat most of the time. And then even then, what are you really doing that this Pokemon's in the active and your opponents can't, as long as this Pokemon is in the active spot? So you do 90 damage and a little bit of bench damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon. It's not really worth it, because you're not getting anything. What are you going to do when that Pokemon's trapped in the active? Like, cool, it's probably just going to knock you out next turn anyway. Machop, Porygon, Electabuzz, Coughing, Muck, Daisy's Help, draw 2 cards, look at your price, it's terrible. Venomoth, Sandshrew, Reverse Mankey, and a Gengar, and a non-hollow Water. And our last pack for this ETB, we got some, like, we got a couple of hits, a couple of playable cards, nothing really crazy. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I had really no expectations for this box, so whatever. Meowth, Execute, Clefairy, Machop, Nidoqueen, Victreebel, Big Air Balloon, Reverse Pikachu, Reverse Golbat, and a Wigglytuff EX. So, and we got a Hollow Psychic Energies.
Nice.
So we do end with a double hit pack, and we ended up with some decent stuff over here. I like how I have the Dragon Shield sleeves and did not sleeve a single card, by the way. So that's just me being lazy, honestly. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I wouldn't say really find this informative, because there's nothing informative happening. It's just a fun, relaxing video, and I hope you enjoy your 151. You can tell me in the comments below what cards from 151 are your chase. What are you looking to hit? I want to hear from you, but that's going to do it for us today. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time. I want to give a special shout out to the YouTube members: Black Wins, Mike the Highest, Fernando Ortiz, Chin Pokemon, and Eric N. Thank you all so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to become a channel member, you can go ahead and click the channel member button somewhere at the bottom of the page. I'm not really sure. I haven't done it myself.